When we start doing photography, there are bound to be some mistakes that we'll make, but certainly some mistakes could be avoided if we have answers. And today, we'll be answering one question which I wish I answered to when I started. Underexposed, overexposed. Which is worse? We are outdoors today and I have my camera with me. We're going to take photos in both the extreme circumstances and see if we can rescue them thereafter. In case I did not mention, we're actually shooting it with my A7 II full frame camera with my kit lens. Now why are we using the kit lens? Because most of the time, beginners will experience this issue and most of them will only have their kit lens at that point of time. With that said, most of the photos I'll be shooting, all of the photos I'll be shooting will be at 400 ISO. So that this makes things fair for both the underexposed and overexposed photo, as both of them will receive the same amount of information and only the setting that they have to deal with. As you can see from my screen, it's totally wiped out. Now I think we have enough over and underexposed photos. Let's head back to home studio and see how much we can recover in them in post. So we are back and you guys have clearly seen the after edits. Now before we proceed the results of which is which, I need to share with the Karens out there that the photos edited are all in RAW. I did not do any adjustments to the color, contrast, highlights or shadows or even chromatic aberration. Besides post-processing, there's actually one way to be able to address this issue with a secret accessory, which I'll only review at the end. Going back to the before and after photos, some differences will be quite obvious, while some will be quite close and quite hard to tell. Now let's see if you guys guessed them all correctly. So, how many did you guys guess correctly? Leave me down in the comments below. From the images, you guys probably observed that they are not totally blown out or totally dark, as it's supposed to simulate real life situations which you might have accidentally shot it in bright daylight. Sometimes out in the open, it's quite hard to see your LCD screen and be able to adjust the brightness. Now going into some of the photos, there were clearly some overexposed photos that were impossible to save, such as this one. Or even this one. Some of the details in the skin and reflection of some surfaces are totally gone. As for the underexposed ones, I think most of them are savable. There was only a loss of color accuracy for those who are really dark. There are also some loss of details, but unless you blow it up, it's quite hard to notice the difference. So I think we have enough information to answer our questions at the start. The answer is clear. Overexposed is worse. So perhaps the next time you're out in a bright light and unable to see your screen clearly, underexposed is a better option as you'll be able to save more details. Now let's talk about the secret accessory. I'm sure you guys are dying to know. Drum roll please! It is filters, particularly ND and polarizing filters. ND controls the amount of light. As you can see, when I turn it, you're able to see the lens clearer or less clear. Here are some footages of the effects of both of these filters. The ND filter specifically controls the amount of light that is coming in without adjusting the camera controls, which is very helpful in the area of video. While the polarizing filter helps filter out UV light, which magically helps to maintain important details. If you have enjoyed this video, you guys know what to do. Leave me down in the comments below. And if you don't, leave me comments either ways. It does help the video. If not, I'll see you guys in the next one.